All right, so here he is, the undefeated middleweight contender, Paulo Costa. Most would argue this is the scariest power puncher in the 185-pound division at present. And I think for those that would doubt him, he answered a lot of those naysayers in the Yoel Romero fight, outlasting that freak of a man over 15 powerful minutes back in 2019. Paulo Costa appears destined for future greatness, but obviously a big test in front of him here tonight, one he is hoping to pass with flying colors. Well, it's a rare skill for a fighter to be able to stand in the pocket and avoid taking significant damage. But if you've watched the film on this young fighter, that's exactly what he's able to do. He frustrates and exhausts his opponents, and he stays pretty relaxed because he's so defensively sound. He uses movement and defense to set up his offense. Consummate sticker and mover. He gets his head off of the center line, and even when you think you have him in a compromising position, more often than not, he's able to swivel that head and get out of harm's way. All right, so here he is, the former two-division UFC champion, George Rush St. Pierre. He's the most prolific takedown artist on paper in UFC history. Despite not having any amateur wrestling chops to speak of, this is a man who, at least in my mind, turned the MMA takedown into a thing of beauty.
Yes, he did. He made it all look so smooth and so great. But it was the striking of George St. Pierre that was so good that made you have to be on awareness the whole time. So as the hands flew up, George St. Pierre had the timing that was unmatched at the time in mixed martial arts. One of the first guys that was truly able to do everything. Before we had specialists, and then we had George St. Pierre, he truly changed the game.
GSP George St. Pierre has graced the octagon. He is ready to go. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Paulo the Eraser Costa. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC middleweight champion and former UFC welterweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, George Rush St. Pierre!
Herbert Dean's in the building. He is the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, early round action here, and you got to be mindful of that Paulo Costa power. I know that isn't breaking news, but certainly his opponent talked a lot about that this week, especially at the outset of these rounds when bodies are dry and not tired. You got to be careful of all that Paulo Costa Brazilian power coming back your way. Oh, well done moving the head there to slip that left hand. Nice straight right lands. Big left hook coming, it's blocked. Both guys appear to land there. Oh, how good is this? 1 minute into the fight, and we got a full-on brawl.
These guys said that they were going to point to the center of the octagon and they were going to fight. Did I believe them? No. So right now, I am so wrong. They are doing exactly what they said.
Yeah, shades of Max Holloway against Ricardo Lamas back in the day.
Beautiful job getting those hands up.
Just missed with the left there.
Sets up that leg kick beautifully.
Head off the center line, slips the punch. Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt.
Nice shot, lands downstairs.
switch kick, nailed it. Practice makes perfect.
Practice makes perfect, and this guy has done it.
Picture perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be in.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. There's nothing to worry about too much now, but he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Costa's eye is closing up. Certainly showing off some good hands here tonight.
Great job blocking that punch.
Under a minute now to go, round one.
Oh, my goodness.
Huge spots. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Final seconds here. Costa's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. We had a knockdown there, but not a knockout.
No, it wasn't a knockout, but you can't.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two here. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Well, at this point, hard to blame him for headhunting, right? He has caused some significant swelling upstairs and continues to attack that area to great effect.
Absolutely. I mean, the guy has done a great job recognizing where he had an advantage, where he has an ability to separate himself from his opponent. He's done exactly that, and it showed.
Maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night. He can't even stand.
And how much more can he take? Another strike hits that eye area, and it is getting messier by the minute up there.
Well, he's getting targeted now. He's been hitting that spot so many times that his opponent sees the cut, and the cut is advancing.
All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone. Looked like it did stun him a little bit. Back to his feet. Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not... Oh! And there's the elbow from the top by Costa.
Nice shots landing from the top position.
Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. Costa getting absolutely worked here from the top. These are some very effective ground and pound strikes. Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. He continues to land a high volume of strikes on his opponent at will.
Well, I mean, John, the guy can fight everywhere. And he can fight everywhere, meaning he can fight on the ground, he can fight in the stand-up, but he's also able to do it because his cardio is so good.
Right.
This is one of the best fighters that we have seen for a long time, and it is showing in this performance.
Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other DC.
Yes. Oh, he hurt him again, bro.
Back to the feet now. I mean, you gotta be kidding me with that knockout. If that is not the #1 play on SportsCenter tonight, I'm not sure what would top it. One of the best knockouts we've seen all year.
In a very long time. I have not seen someone look this good. He promised us something, and he delivered with that beautiful knockout.
All right, let's go inside the octagon now. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 14 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, George Rush St. Pierre!
All right, well, you sort of had an inkling that this might be the way it went down, given our fighter meeting. George St. Pierre prioritized a finish, and it was clean tonight by way of the KO.
He spoke about finishing his opponent, and I don't know if I believed him. But tonight, GSP goes out there and he delivers and gets a massive knockout victory.